I'm on my spooky shit today, boy. What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Dak, and we back at the game with another banger for y'all. Yeah, just for you. And today we are getting a little scary, bro. We're getting a little zoinks. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck that just was. Nigga says zoinks, bro. I meant jinkies. But either way, like, why am I saying this shit? Hey, let me talk to you for a second. Okay, listen, tell me, Chico or Chica, tell me your scariest movies. Okay, what's your top three? What's your top three scariest movies of all time? Okay, if you're a horror genre person, then you got to have a top three. Okay, me, top three, let me think off the dome. First one is gonna have to be Jeepers Creepers, just because of how impactful that movie was. I watched that when I was young, probably like around, I don't know, probably like 10 to 12 or something or around there. And that movie was the scariest movie for me, bro. If you have not seen Jeepers Creepers, it's pretty much about a rabid boogeyman who is running around kidnapping people and eating them, and then whatever he eats off that body gets stronger on his own body. The dude was actually scary. Like if you go look at the Jeepers Creepers monster, bro, that motherfucker. I remember in the they had, I think they have like 3 movies. I think in the second one, this motherfucker grew wings, and I lost it. I fucking lost it, dude. My imagination was already fucked up. Okay, this dude was walking around in a trench coat and a goddamn hat. And now this bitch has wings. I think it's in the second movie. Type in Jeepers Creepers jail cell scene. That's all you need to watch from the movie, I promise you. It's like that. It keeps that same energy. Alright, number two, gotta be Insidious. Insidious. If y'all haven't seen Insidious, listen. The sound, the score alone, the soundtrack of that movie gives me goosebumps. Literally, the violin, when that shit starts ramping up, it's like, bro, that shit, my hairs just stood up, and I just reenacted the sound. That movie also gave me a lot of jump scares, like. And then you got movies like Michael Myers, Freddy Krueger, and shit like. But I don't see that as like scary. That's more like just gory to me. Like those dudes don't scare me. And then you have the movie like The Witch, which was just more disturbing than anything. That shit wasn't scary to me. That shit disturbed me. I was disturbed for the next few days, but not scared though. You know what movie might be in there is Rings. Rings was a really, really good scary movie, bro. That was, especially when it came out and when she was coming through the TV, bro, talking about, bro. That shit got me. I ain't okay. I literally can't think of another scary movie right now, but any movie that is realistic, like what really scares me are the movies that are that could actually happen, right? Like serial killers, kidnappers getting kidnapped and tortured, like shit like that scares, because that's real, bro. That could happen. That's a possibility. Okay, so today we are going to be reacting to Kairo. Okay, this is the anatomy of the scariest scene ever. Now, personally, I would agree with the statement that Japanese horror films are on an entirely different level than what we see over here, bro, in America and shit. First of all, I just think Japanese films are I don't know, it's something about them. Japanese films, whether it be real life or anime, whatever. I'm just talking about real life right now. The acting always seems so real. So real. And then when it comes to scary shit, they are not afraid to get nasty and wicked with it, bro. Which I'm like, when people start pushing boundaries like that, I'm interested. I'm like, hold on, yeah, let me see the boundaries get pushed a little more. And it was uploaded by my man Spikima Movie, so go ahead, give him a sub. Yeah, this is I have not seen this movie. I've not seen this scene, but it has 3.5 million views. The scariest scene ever. I haven't seen the movie that he's talking about in it, so I'm excited. Let's get to this breakdown, baby. Remember, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button and turn on the post notification so you know when I'm posting, and also like the video if you enjoy yourself. All right, let's get to it. Hey, get your snacks, bro. Y'all got snacks?
If someone asked me how I got into films,
you better have a snack
without
right
any
now,
hesitation, I would say it's because of horror films. The rush of adrenaline I felt with masterclass works like Tobe Hooper's Poltergeist, David Cronenberg's The Fly, or John Carpenter's 1982 classic The Thing was
movies,
more than
bro,
enough to pull me into the world of cinematic
nasty
horror.
Shit.
And I watched hundreds, if not...
That is one thing that older movies did have, was nasty ass like monsters and stuff. They're way more nastier than they are now, right? They would actually look disgusting, have blood and pus fucking coming out of them and shit, all nasty. Yeah.
Horror. And I watched hundreds, if not thousands, of horror films over the years. Of course, the more you watch, the less you get affected by the repetitive formula horror films tend to have, and I myself don't get scared as much as I did before.
Which is exactly why scary movies now don't scare me at all.
The recent addition of directors like Ari Aster, Robert Eggers, and Jennifer Kent, to name a few, has without a doubt revamped the horror genre to a certain degree, but as someone who has grown up with Asian horror, I always felt like something is missing in these recent films. Then one night, while going through my old watch list, I stumbled upon a film I had watched as a young kid, so haunting that I had refused to watch it again for years. The film itself is far from being perfect, but there's a scene that is so well done that even now it blows my mind. This scene is from a 2001 Japanese horror film directed by Kiyoshi Kurosawa called Kairo, and it goes like this. A man finds an apartment unit sealed with red tapes on his way back home. Attracted by its odd energy, he decides to take the tapes off and have a look inside.
What?
The place is dark, hollow, and cold.
See, niggas don't mind
He carefully walks around, examining the empty space surrounding him until he reaches a dead end with red markings all over and a couch in front. Something feels off. He's too far in, a vulnerable state. What if there's something behind him? As we hold our breath in, an ominous piece of music enters the scene.
Oh, hell no.
And we see a woman, standing still, barely visible. Of course, you might say, but what's interesting is that this woman is framed as a part of the background. Off from the center, away from the lights, and far from the camera. Like the walls, the stairs, the column. Not only is this a brilliant way to force the audiences to discover the unknown woman, but it also makes her that much more threatening because she stands as if she has always been. But this isn't the climax of the scene, it's what she does next that's truly terrifying. She walks, and she walks like this.
Oh! Back up, bitch! Oh, she busting it down, bro.
Now, of course, this scene works better within the context of the film.
I fuck with that because you don't know what she's gonna do. You don't know what she's gonna do. She could sprint at any fucking moment. I just spit all over you. I'm sorry. She could sprint at any moment, bro. At any, she just broke down and said, "Ooh." I thought she was gonna get on all fours and start getting fucked.
Given that you are invested in the plot leading up to this moment. And everyone is different, but for me, this was one of the most terrifying scenes of all time. But why is this so scary? Everything from the framing to the coordination of the ghost movements are all counterintuitive, defying the conventions of a horror movie. There are no jump scares, no jump cuts, and no over-dramatization. It's locked in, quiet, and truthful. It shouldn't scare us, or should it? Many would think that this way of showing a ghost would result in its appearance feeling dull and boring. But understand that being frightened by a loud noise or a sudden appearance is a temporary sense of surprise.
Bro, why did
not
that make
fear.
me fucking...
Fear comes from ambiguity, the uncertainty of the opponent's motivation, its identity, unsure of our safety, perplexed by its entrance. Take a look at the way she is portrayed on screen. She's not wearing a white gown with long hair. She's not transparent. She doesn't create any statics. She's just a woman in a dress, openly human in her appearance. Where she's different is in her presentation.
Oh my God,
now, she could have instantly transported across the room or crawled extremely fast toward the camera, But we've seen that a million times, and more importantly, that would be so inhuman that it would overpower and nullify her human characteristics, taking the tension out of the scene. So what Kurosawa did instead is to expose the audience to the perfect, uncanny valley, that creepiness when we encounter an entity that is almost, but not quite, human.
What are y'all doing? What are y'all doing if you're in that situation? And you, for some reason, we're so curious. First of all, if a fucking door is taped up, locked up, boarded, fucking caution taped, bro, don't go in there. Mind your business, man, and keep it pushing, dog. That's how motherfuckers die, dog. Okay, so you go down there, you turn around. She just did that fucking... Right, and she's fucking busting it down. What is your move? What is your move? And be honest, because some of y'all gonna freeze, some of y'all gonna run, right? Some people gonna freeze, some people gonna run. I personally, honestly, I think I would freeze for a little bit, right? Not the whole time, but while she was walking towards me, I'm definitely like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck is going on, right? Especially because she was by the stairs too, so like, at first, I'm not just gonna run. You know what I'm saying? I don't think I would run to the stairs immediately. I think I would wait too, like that. I would just be watching, like, what the, like.
Hey, back up!
Like I'll start yelling, like,
hey, my bad. I didn't even come to you. Like, hey, I'll leave right now.
If she got closer to me though, it would have to be, especially if she looked human. Though she walking creepy like that, and I probably know she's to say no fucking human. I'm getting wicked, bro, because you ain't just about to take me out, bitch.
So again, instead of a teleportation, she walks in slow motion. The horror augmented by its inhuman gestures, flowing like water, but in the form of a person. That's creepy enough, but the peak of the scene, in my opinion, is when she wobbles and almost falls down. There are a number of things happening here. First, the lighting. This exact moment is the only time we see the ghost's face, as she ducks at a precise angle that syncs her face with the only source of light in the scene. And what's beautiful is that her face doesn't have to look scary at this point to create suspense. It's the unexpected reveal itself, paired with her bizarre movement that shocks the audience. And on that note, the second thing is the movement. There are stories that Kurosawa actually casted a ballet dancer for this scene, carefully crafting each movement so that it would look as unnatural as possible. The logic behind the peculiar motion of the ghost is impossible to grasp, and we're left with a sense of dread. Is it trying to mimic the human walk, or is it trying to see us better? Last but not least, what adds to the overall experience is the sound design and the camera work. The sub-bass sound effect that accompanies the ghostly melodies deafens the environment, demanding us to focus on the figure in front, almost as if we are in a nightmare, locked in position, like the camera that stays still through the course of the walk, refusing to let the viewers escape the frame. Everything is freed only when the man finally makes a move and anxiously hides behind the couch, but not without the ghost itself being freed, now invisible to the eyes. This time it's the freedom we have that causes panic. We can move.
Whoa, what are you talking about? He's under the couch. What do you mean? So you can just see her feet? So she can be above you or fucking behind? I thought fucking, nah, I don't agree. No. I'm not climbing behind the fucking couch. If anything, I'm getting behind the couch like this. And I'm like, hey, what's up? Hey, just relax. I'll leave. I'll fucking leave. Like, I'm doing that. I'm not fucking crawling under a couch and looking under so I can just see her feet. Because guess what? As soon as I see her feet and then I don't, because her feet go whoop and they're up now, and I'm like, I'm not gonna want to look up. What the?
Look away and even scream, but we don't know where the ghost is.
What?
Vulnerability. And therefore, we are ready for a jump scare, prepared to forgive the cliche if it means the end to this haunting dream. But the film inhibits any form of a breakout, not from the scene, and certainly not from the fear we face. When we see the ghost's pale hands over the couch, we accept that there is no hope, no running away. It reveals its blank face. the same way it stood, the same way it walked, as the man screams in terror.
Now you screaming?
A ghost.
See, bro? No, bro. No, you gotta put your damn dukes up. Cause at that point, you're going out just letting her take your booty, cuz. Don't just let her take your booty, man. Protect your booty with these. That's why I'm up there like this. As soon as she get in range, I'm, Now, she's a ghost. I'd probably hit nothing. But then once I figured out she a ghost, it's probably over for me anyway. So you know what? I'm just gonna sit there and be like, hey, listen. I didn't mean you no harm, you know. I thought you was a regular human trying to approach me, trying to rob me, you know what I'm saying? But you as a ghost, and whatever you gotta do to me right now, you need my body for a second. Go ahead. You think you need to go handle some unfinished business so you can cross over to the other side, right? Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, you can do it. It's okay. Okay, that was the end of the video. What'd you guys think? What'd you guys think about that scene? Did you guys think that was very scary worthy? Personally, I thought the scene would have been better. And not in terms of, I think the scene was shot very well, and I think it was done very well for what it was. I just wish there was a scarier scene, you know, or more to it, you know, or something like that. But, you know, but we all have certain tastes, you know what I'm saying? What would have got me if it started to get gory and she like ran up on him, you know what I'm saying? Alrighty guys, that's it. Thanks for getting spooky with me. Remember, drop a like if you enjoyed the video. We could do a part 2. And I'm gonna catch you booger eaters later, skater. Shalit!